Mike Moore Media.
It's our monthly podcast from Rockingham Community College. Today I'm talking to Daniel Huff, new Director of Student Life and Athletics at RCC and head baseball coach. Hey, Daniel, welcome to RCC. How are you?
Good. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, I want to find out about what you're doing and all the sports things, but first, I'd like to know a little bit more about you. Give us some background on Daniel Huff, please.
Yeah, so obviously it's my first year at RCC. It's been a wonderful transition. I'm originally from Roxborough, North Carolina. I graduated from Person High School back in 2014. Went on to go to school at Emory and Henry College up in Virginia. Played baseball up there. It was a wonderful experience up there. After that, I moved down to South Carolina with my wife, coaching as a baseball assistant coach at USC Lancaster. It's a 2-year school down there, and then this year got to move back a little closer to home, and it's been great.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad to have you here in Rockingham County. So you've still got some family in the Roxborough area?
Yeah, my wife and I are both from Roxborough, so that's been a great transition, being a little closer to home for family.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm looking at the calendar here, and we're a little over maybe a week and a half away almost from the first game for the baseball season for the Eagles. So let's jump in right there. Tell us about what you're doing there as the baseball season gets started.
Well, we were able to start back practice on January 10th. We've been luckily having some good weather. Not too terrible of a winter. We've been outside most of the time. Had some rain days here and there. But most of it's been on the field, getting guys ready, getting the pitchers ready mainly for February 4th against Patrick and Henry.
Okay. And tell us about the schedule. You're starting on the 4th. So give us an idea of what's involved in the schedule and your players and all of that.
Yeah. So we have about 4 weeks of, out-of-region play. We start off with Patrick and Henry on February 4th. The next weekend that we're playing Guilford Tech. Then we're playing a team out of Raleigh called Pro 5. It's a high school organization that's sort of like an academy, not really the college setting. And then we're going down to South Carolina to play USC Lancaster. And then after that, we're getting started with region play. We'll have a 50-game schedule this year. Obviously, we may lose some games due to some rain or conflicts with things like that. But a lot of baseball getting started February 4th.
Okay, terrific. And it's you and who else on the coaching staff?
So we have an assistant coach. His name's Tyson Ellis. He handles the pitching for us. He is a first-year pitching coach. He just got out of college. He went to Troy University down in Alabama. We're very lucky to have him. He brings lots of knowledge and energy. It's nice to have someone that, he's bringing a lot of energy, especially in his youth. He's not relying on a track record or anything. He's really trying to build himself, especially he's a first-year pitching coach. And that's been great. And he's actually from the state of Florida, so he's been getting used to the cold, but
oh, wow.
He's been having fun, and we're really, really lucky to have him.
Well, all the best to you and Tyson. Tell us about the fundraiser last fall.
So we did a fundraiser. One of the things when we got here, everybody had some wants and needs that, we wanted to cover, and I didn't want to put all that, coming right out of the budget, so we decided to do some fundraising. We did 2 fundraisers that brought in a lot of, good things. The first one was an online fundraiser called E-Team Sponsor, and the way it worked was our players and myself and Coach Ellis, we went on and used their platform to put some emails on through connects that, contacts that we had, either family, friends, people in our players' communities, and the sponsor, E-Team sponsor, sent out emails, asking for donations. That fundraiser brought in about $8,000 to the program, and it was great. And then the other one we did, we worked some NC State football games. We went and we worked security. We did some ticket taking. We, checked bags at gates. And the NC State football games was, I think it was a tremendous experience. Our players really, really enjoyed it.
I'm sure.
They got to experience a little bit of the atmosphere. Of course, at the big Division I football game. Even though we were working, our players really looked forward to it. So we did that 3 times, and it was a great experience.
You really jumped right into the fundraising projects as soon as you got there, it sounds like.
Yeah, it was something that, there were some things that I think that we really needed. I guess that, we wanted as a coaching staff, we were able to get a pitching machine that helps us at practice, especially for our hitters. And we use it for defensive and pitchers as well, but it helps our hitters a lot because we can see a lot more batting practice with a pitching machine. We've had we've gotten 2 new jerseys with some of that money, and our players are extremely excited for that, which that was sort of a reward for all their hard work. And then we've also put some money back into Gilliland Field, just doing some things that we feel are necessary and just trying to make it a better atmosphere for players and fans.
Yeah. The sports program there at Rockingham Community College has really grown here, and with you, and it sounds like it's taking things to a whole new level.
Yeah, we're obviously looking to grow. We're trying to grow in a manageable way, trying to make sure. One of the big things that, I want to do is right now we have baseball, volleyball, and men's and women's cross country. Sometimes it may be, I guess, a personal opinion here, some programs can get a little too big with too many programs, and, they may not be the most well-ran programs. But, I think that we have programs that are run really well here, and we take care of all our athletes, and then we can start to grow, I guess, if that makes sense.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Perfectly good sense. Yeah. You mentioned volleyball. Give us an update because looking good there in volleyball at RCC.
Yeah. So volleyball had a pretty good year for, I guess previous years. They finished 9-9. They finished 3rd in the region. That's been, historically a pretty good year, and we're looking to continue that growth. We were able to host the Region 10 tournament for Division III. And that was October 22nd. It was a great day here on campus. It was a great use of our new volleyball court that got installed this previous semester, actually back in May. It was a great use of our facilities, and it was great for the program just to have that platform. So that was a good year. Head coach Carrie Wilson, she's doing a good job recruiting and obviously continuing to grow and build the program the way she wants to. We also had, 2 volleyball players who had some all-region honors. Elena Crumpton won first-team all-region, and Mariah Dudley won second-team all-region. So, pretty good year overall, and we're looking to keep building. Yeah,
okay, that sounds great. You mentioned cross country a moment ago. Bring us up to date on that, Daniel.
Yeah, so cross country finished their first season for both men's and women's. Morgan Burnett is our head coach for both programs. He's doing a great job of building. One of the big things he's focusing on is just letting everybody in the community, and either people around the state, letting them know that we have cross country. We want to continue to grow and have more runners for them. So he's doing a great job, getting the name out there, especially on campus because he's one of our faculty members. So he's around all the time. If you see anybody around campus running, it's usually Morgan. So he's doing a great job of, building the program from the ground up because he, just finished his first year.
Yeah. It sounds like he's an example there, running around campus, showing what's going on.
Yeah. He does a great job of, not only being seen around campus running and practicing with our athletes, but he gets around and lets people know and talks to people, which is great.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I know as head baseball coach, we've covered some things there, but you're also new director of student life and athletics here at Rockingham Community College. So give us an overview of that, Daniel.
Yeah, so the student life portion, I'm sort of in charge of helping put events on campus, trying to get students, I guess, more involved on campus, and it's been great. We had tons and tons of good events in the fall. The big one that, is coming up this spring, and we also had in the fall, is the Student Services Fair. The Student Services Fair in the spring is held January 25th. It's a great opportunity for our students, to come and they meet all the services that are around on campus. They have tons and tons of questions, either as first-year students or returning, or even just questions that pop up. And it's great to know, who to kind of go to. It's a great meeting time also to break a little bit of a barrier between employees and students, talk to them a little bit just in person and getting to meet a lot of people. And that's something that, obviously we're moving further and further away from the pandemic, and people are coming back on campus more. That's something that we really want to do. We want to get students on campus and keep them on campus if they're able, to be a part of our community, which is great.
Yeah. I see something here in my notes about 8 clubs currently on campus and continuing to grow those. Give us maybe an idea about those clubs. Who are they? What are they?
Yeah, so we have a wide variety of clubs. So we have Cosmetology Club. They do a great job preparing our future cosmetologists. We have PTK, which is an honor society on campus. We have SGA. SGA helps out with student government, putting on events, things like that. We have the new music club, which their advisor is Ben Crouch. So they're starting from the ground up, which is great, and they're showing a lot of involvement. And then we have tons of other clubs. Business Tech was new this year. They're doing a great job. And, lots going on campus. And if there's ever any interest for more clubs, come talk to me. We'll find something out, and we'll start it up.
This is exciting. I can hear the enthusiasm, the passion in what you're doing. And I'm wondering, is this something, sports, that you've been concerned with and involved in all your life?
Yeah, I've been a sports person. I started playing baseball when I was 3.
Wow.
Baseball field, and I played basketball all throughout growing up, a little bit of soccer. Never played football, but sports has always been a passion, and it's continued. Obviously, now made it a little bit of a career.
Yeah, well, this is exciting to hear you talk about it. Why is the sports program so important at RCC?
I think it's just a great resource for, not only our local communities, for student athletes to continue their playing careers, obviously in the higher education. That's been a big thing that, I want to get more student athletes from our area. We have a great area for, a recruiting platform, and I want RCC to be a viable option for those student athletes. I think that it's a great little spot. I love it here. It's been, nothing but great for me in my short time here. And, it's really exciting to be here. So.
Well, and you're coming in, we all love Rockingham Community College. I've been here in the county 50 years and, watching the growth and what's going on campus. Now you've kind of come into kind of a mess as the construction continues there and the new things going up. But you're coming in at an exciting time here at RCC, too. Yeah,
it's obviously growing every day. And, from talking to Dr. Kinlaw and everybody in administration, everybody does a great job with, all of that. It's really exciting time on campus, and, I guess I came in at a good time. And with obviously the construction going on, we're growing, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
And, I want to be a part of that and help out in any way I can.
Well, I have 2 children, both graduates of Rockingham Community College, and have gone on to bigger and better things, and so we've got that connection there, too. Well, we are excited that you're there at RCC, continuing to grow that sports program, and look forward to continuing successes with you. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Daniel.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we'll talk again, I'm sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. All right, Daniel Huff from Rockingham Community College, our guest today. He is new Director of Student Life and Athletics and new head baseball coach. Go Eagles! You can find out more about what's going on campus at rockinghamcc.edu. Please support our teams.